Hey, welcome to your Major Arcana Tarot forecast for October 2nd, the week of October 2nd, 2022. I am Cassandra, the card reader, and let's take a look at the cards for this week. So, how I do these readings real quickly is that I lay as many cards down until I get a major arcana, and then I do a spread with the cards that I have. This week it happens to be two cards. There's a lot of twos this week. It's October 2nd, 2022, and I pulled two cards. So, let's see what we have here. So, we have the Elder of Fire and the High Priestess. Let me go back for a minute so you can see it. This is the Gaian Tarot. And so Elder of Fire corresponds with the King of Wands, for those of you who don't know. And we have the High Priestess. So, thinking about these two cards, and this is how I would think about it if I was reading for myself. When we have elders or kings, we're thinking about mastery. We're also thinking about the element of fire in this case, or the element of wands. Wands and fire are the exact same thing to me, which is uh, creativity, connection with the spirit, enthusiasm, and lighting up the dark. Right? That's what fire does. Is it lights up the dark. Also, thinking about this card, Elder of Fire, this lady is clearly a curandera and working with the Dia de los Muertos, which is November 1st, the day after Halloween. So I make note of that. Um, so that Dia de los Muertos is a day when you revere your ancestors, and the veil between the living and the dead is very thin, just like Halloween is for the rest of us. And then I put a slash there, Aztec dancers, because that's a personal reference for me. I met an Aztec dancer last week, and I was like, hey, I want to do that. Can I do that? How do I do that? So I will be going to an Aztec dancer practice this week. So I invite you to do that when you're reading your cards. When personal associations come up, make note of it. Make note of it. Because it may be only personal to you, but it could be something that you go forward with and you will use in your own associations, further on down the line. And then the last thing I wanted to note is there's kind of a male female dynamic going on with this card. Clearly we have two women pictured on the cards, but like I said, the elders in the Gaian is the kings in the regular, as if there's a regular tarot deck, but let's say in the Rider Waite deck or decks based on it, that would be the kings. So that would be male. So there's a little bit of a male female dynamic, and the fire or wands element is a male element. So wands and swords are male, and cups and pentacles are female. So we get a little bit of a male female dynamic there, which is kind of bringing in the Libra season theme. But moving on, we've got the High Priestess as well, and so the High Priestess deals with the mystery, as in capital M mystery, the thing, the unknown, the things we will never really know, and hidden things. So the mystery and hidden things, feminine knowledge, and ancestry. Once again, I with the High Priestess, I always think of the mitochondrial DNA, the DNA that gets passed through the mother only. That's like one of my associations with that card. So we're bringing up that idea of ancestry again. Uh, the High Priestess kind of operates at night. This is like if you do sect in astrology, this is a night sect card. It operates in the darkness, in the mystery. Like you can't fully see what's going on, with the High Priestess. And that's not to say that nothing's going on, but you can't see it. Um, generally speaking, intuitive guidance. That's once again, this is the kind of guidance that we don't really know where it comes from, but it comes up from somewhere and into our waking life, if you will. She's holding a pomegranate, and so that's a symbol of the underworld. So that's another theme of like crossing over into the underworld with the Elder of Fire and the Dia de los Muertos. And then we have this pomegranate, which is reminding us of spending time in the underworld like Persephone does. So there you go. I've got another slide for the moon stuff, so let me go there. So for this week, this is the week of October 2nd through whatever, I don't have. Oh, I do have the dates through the 8th. We are at the first quarter moon, which is today, Sunday the 2nd at 9 degrees of Capricorn. So the tarot card that corresponds to that, according to the Golden Dawn Associations, is the Two of Pentacles. So there's that kind of idea of that kind of balancing. That balancing is, since we are in Libra season, we're getting some Libra season themes. Let's put it that way. The moon will be in Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, and then Aries just right at the very end before the full moon on next Sunday. And then we have a long void of course moon in the middle of the week on Wednesday and Thursday. So putting all that together, we have the themes of mastery and a high level of knowledge that is with that um, Elder of Fire and the High Priestess coming together. Those are both master cards and a high level of knowledge. We're talking. Another theme is crossing into the underworld or doing work in the underworld. We have the theme of feminine knowledge coming through, and once again, like I said, with that Elder of Fire, that's a little bit of a gender bender card there. So whether you want to consider that feminine or not, it's up to you. We have a theme of ancestors coming up for this week. We also have, like I said, like I just mentioned, this kind of male-female dynamic, which, that is reflective of Libra season, where it's like you're trying to balance two sides of the same coin kind of thing. And I feel like we have a foreshadowing of the Scorpio season with all of this, going to the other side and doing work in the underworld and all that kind of stuff. I feel like there's a little bit of foreshadowing there. So, what is the advice for the week? The advice is to go deep. I think we need to go deep this week and do our inner work, our shadow work, our underworld work, whatever it is, ancestor work as well for this week. Keep quiet. I would say keep quiet. Mercury goes direct today also. That is another thing that I did not know on the slide. Mercury goes quiet. So, give Mercury a little time to get up to speed before you start yakking. But you may want to yak right away because he will be in Libra pretty soon. I don't know when. I don't know when. I'm not going to look it up, but whatever. Mercury's getting up to speed, so you might want to keep quiet because he's gonna oppose Jupiter. So once again, I'm not going to ramble on about Mercury because this is not about Mercury. This is about my tarot cards. And I brought the moon in, and I'm not bringing in Mercury. Okay. And so I get the feeling with this whole reading that we're going to pause as we prepare for the fading of the light, because that's the whole thing about Libra season is it's the equinox, and it's that pause right as we have equal day and equal night, and then we start losing the light. If you've ever noticed a Libra glyph is like the setting sun. So it's like we're just right here at the edge of the sunset. We're at the edge of the sunset right before the sun starts slipping down below the horizon, and we don't have it anymore. So have a wonderful week, everybody, and keep quiet and do your inner work. I guess that's the message for this week. See you next week.